Christopher here, and this is the Patriot Report. There's an old saying, those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it. Well, we're not just repeating history, we're ignoring the warning signs that got us here in the first place. Back in 1776, the Founding Fathers had finally had enough. Enough of being taxed without representation. Enough of royal overreach. Enough of being ruled by decree instead of law. Thomas Jefferson was selected to put pen to paper. The result was a declaration, not of war, but of principle. It laid out specific, serious grievances. Not just emotional appeals, but a legal and moral case against tyranny. Among those grievances, he has obstructed the administration of justice. He has made judges dependent on his will alone. For imposing taxes on us without our consent. For depriving us of the benefits of trial by jury. Sound familiar? Because it should. Today, we find ourselves once again facing centralized control, sidestepping of law, and a disregard for foundational principles. Now let's talk about what the founders did next. They didn't just complain. They built. They drafted a constitution, not to grant power, but to limit it. It outlines exactly what government can do, and just as importantly, what it cannot. The first 3 articles form the backbone of our system. Article I gives Congress the power to make laws, and limits that power. Article 2 defines the powers of the President, but also the boundaries. Article 3 creates a judiciary, not as kings in robes, but as interpreters of the law within strict confines. Each branch was meant to keep the others in check. That's not just theory, that's structure. It's how freedom is preserved over time. In a healthy republic, the process is clear. Congress drafts laws. The President signs or vetoes. The Supreme Court interprets their constitutionality. If something fails the test, it goes back to Congress. That loop exists to prevent tyranny, not to slow down progress. The goal was never efficiency, it was liberty. But today, we're seeing the collapse of this balance. Endless executive orders. Court rulings ignored. Agencies acting as lawmaking bodies. Presidents acting more like monarchs than executives. That's not how a republic operates. That's how an empire falls. Let me be clear, this isn't about left or right. It's not about red or blue. Authoritarianism doesn't wear one party's colors. It wears the face of anyone who craves control more than liberty. I don't care if it's a Democrat or a Republican, if they bypass the Constitution, they are in the wrong. The founders warned us this day might come. Ben Franklin was once asked, "What have you given us?" His answer was simple, "A republic, you can keep it." Well, are we keeping it? This isn't a call to rebellion. It's a call to responsibility. Know your rights. Read the Constitution, not as a relic, but as a living contract. Hold leaders accountable, not just the ones you oppose, but the ones you support. And most importantly, speak out. We don't need violence. We need vigilance. We don't need a revolution, we need a return. A return to balance. To law. To liberty. Because if we fail to keep this republic, failure won't be on any one administration. It'll be on all of us. This has been Christopher, and this is the Patriot Report. Stay informed. Stay principled. And above all, stay free.